EA Sports. It's in the game.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of lightweight action between Vinny Paz and Arturo Thunder Gatti. Vinny Paz is making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight. Arturo Gatti's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vinny Paz. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Arturo Gatti.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as just guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Gatti blocks it. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not going to be easy to survive.
Come on, guys, punch it out. Punch it out, no holding.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to show you his blocking ability. There he counters back against his opponent. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm gonna bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's gonna try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's gonna have a guy in front of him.
90 seconds to go here in this round. The defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Arturo Gatti's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
off to the side. A little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good job staying away from the danger there. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
He misses you with a punch. Counter. Counter. I need you to throw more punches. Body. Bang. The body. Hit the body.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Teddy, what do you think is the most misunderstood about the lower weight classes?
Well, I think people don't realize how big those people have to be. I know that sounds crazy because they're smaller guys, but they have to be big in all the other dimensions, with discipline, with confidence, and with their technical approach, their technical development. They have to deal with guys that are really fast. The bigger guys don't have to deal with all those elements.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
Able to counter that attack. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Wow! Vinny Paz is stunned and he is hurt.
Come on, guys, keep apart. Punch it out. Come on, punch it out.
A good block. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Good looking counter punch. Oh, what an exchange! Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Able to dismiss it. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. 10 seconds to go in this round. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Let's get on that swelling. Standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more. Listen, okay.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Gatti blocks that punch away. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Each man able to land an uppercut. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Gets rid of that effort. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Halfway through this round. Nice block by Gatti. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Has his cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vinny Paz. Good way to protect the midsection. Arturo Gatti's got to deal with a cut cheek. Able to show you his blocking ability. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Oh, and there you go. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
Come on, guys, punch it out. Punch it out, no holding.
And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
You need to capitalize on his mistake, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make it pay.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vinny Paz. Good job protecting himself. Good looking counter punch. Good counter punch. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Get that head movement.
Arturo Gatti's proving to be elusive. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. A good block.
Keep your head straight.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vinny Paz. A headshot blocked. Good looking counter punch. Wow! Crafty counter punching. Oh boy, big shot up top.
Eddie, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecard, but you can just see the style of fight that this is, that he's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches. Jab, jab, jab. Whoop, jab, jab, jab. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Good job protecting himself. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, no, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Razor sharp left hand by Arturo Gatti. Good looking counter punch. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Halfway through this round here, targeting the hooks on each man. Good block. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive.
Jab, jab. Use the jab.
defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Final 10 seconds. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Don't fight his fight. Jab, jab, jab. Swelling is nothing. Just focus on the.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Oh, and he is hurt after that series of punches.
You know, my old trainer used to tell me, if you don't move your head, the other guy will move it for you. Right now, he's having his head moved by the other guy.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Blocks it away. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their lives.
Targeting the hooks on each man. Arturo Gatti blocks that punch. Blocks that punch.
Up and down, side to side.
That was not well targeted by Gatti. And there he counters back against his opponent. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Parries that punch away. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
A nice block by Gatti. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
You need to cover up, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Listen. Tap that right there. Tap that right there.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? strike after catching one by Vinny Paz. Very nice defensive guard there. Arturo Gatti's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Carries that punch away.
Body shot.
Way to block there.
You're not pace yourself. Keep moving, baby. Come on.
Blocks that punch. A good block. Oh, Vinny Paz is down. First man to go down so far tonight. And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Good job staying away from the danger there. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Vinny Paz. Nice block. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Arturo Gatti blocks that punch. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing, a small cut, nothing to worry about. Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to...
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Body shot. Use this jab.
Parries the punch, comes back with the hook.
Come on, kid.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Vinny Paz trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Arturo Gatti's able to avoid that punch. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Wow, is he defensively sound. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Making adjustments are such a big part of the sport of boxing. It is the sweet science indeed. Now we have an opponent who is knocked down, who switches up his style. But if you're on the other side, how do you react to that?
Well, in my way, I say, hey, this is a polygraph test. This is a lie detector test to a fighter. It's telling me that he really is hurt. You know, he's not going to tell me that verbally. He's not going to say, hey, I'm hurt. But by switching to something that he's never done before, he's basically telling me that news, that information, and I have to use that information.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
And we're going to cut it. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's compress on, get the compress on this. Let's work on the swelling. If you work on the swelling.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. A headshot blocked. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Good counter punch. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
Arturo Gatti with a counter punch. Halfway through the 9th round. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Blocks it away. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Not able to land the headshot. Good way to protect the midsection. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good looking counter punch. strike after catching one by Vinny Paz. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
That was not well targeted by Gatti. A good block.
Body shot. You're not focusing. Use your feet.
Arturo Gatti blocks that punch. Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up. Keep moving. Keep moving.
He throws a big, wide punch, and he throws a big, wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air's gonna come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Vinny Paz. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Gatti blocks it. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Your best defense is to throw more punches. You need to throw more punches. That's what you do. Away. All right.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man, completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been.
Beat him to the punch.
And look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
Good-looking counterpunch. Blocks that belt line well. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Protecting his head well with his guard. Away from those headshots with his defense. The ref stops the fight. Arturo Gatti's your winner by TKO. The ref has seen enough.
Your winner.
Arturo Gatti's your winner by TKO, Teddy.
He did a great job from the beginning to the end. There was never a doubt.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for our main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Emanuel Augustus and Vivian Harris. Emanuel Augustus's entrance here, what a ring walk, just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. Vivian Harris is approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Emanuel Augustus. His opponent in the blue corner, please welcome Vinny,
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight.
And we are underway for this scheduled 12 rounds. Well-placed headshot.
Keep working the body.
What does a fighter need?
Oh! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape.
To throw some punches here.
Holy cow! That's a gut-buster counter shot. And in round number one, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Emanuel Augustus. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Blocks that belt line well. Blocks that punch. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. And there he counters back against his opponent. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Emanuel Augustus. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Listen. You just let that right hand. Let that right hand go.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vivian Harris. Good job protecting himself. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Emanuel Augustus. Able to cover up that gut. Blocks the headshot. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Good block by Augustus. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Emanuel Augustus able to land the counterpunch. You can see a cut now that's opened up near his eye. That's the worst possible place you want to deal with a cut. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Body, bang, the body, hit the body.
And round number 3 is underway. Good looking counter punch. Vivian Harris is swelling, means that this fight could go south for him. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Emanuel Augustus. Able to dismiss it.
In and out, in and out.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Vivian Harris. Blocks the headshot. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. You always say punchers are born, Teddy. But what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
Vivian Harris has got to deal with a cut cheek. Good defensive skill. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue and red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
With the jab, get straight down the middle. Got that jab, right. Keep boxing just like that. You're losing, you're gonna take.
Here we go with the 4th round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Vivian Harris has got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks, or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
Blocks that punch. Nice counter punch by Emanuel Augustus. Gets rid of that body shot. Emanuel Augustus blocks that punch. Halfway through round number 4. Good defensive skill. Oh, Vivian Harris is wondering what hit him. A huge counter punch came back at him. Vivian Harris is now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter, and that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Emanuel Augustus is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Able to dismiss it. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motives.
Your best defense is to throw more punches. You need to throw more punches. That's what keeps him away.
Round number 5 has arrived. Vivian Harris' eye is nearly swollen shut here, Teddy. This thing gets much worse. He's not going to be able to defend himself properly.
No, it is up to his opponent and his opponent's corner to throw the punches that can take advantage of that. The right hand.
We could see a stoppage here. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what had come back at him.
Emanuel Augustus able to land the counter punch. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
So this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
This is just perfect. I mean, just what I want to see when I come to the fights. Sign me up for this kind of a brawl any day of the week.
You know, it's unbelievable. You feel like you've already witnessed an entire war, but you're reminded it's only one of the battles. We still have many more to go.
Nice counter punch by Emanuel Augustus.
Cover your head. Keep working the body.
To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Parries that punch away. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Good counter by Augustus. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Good looking counter punch. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Able to dismiss it. Good way to protect the midsection. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Body shots. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving around the ring.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vivian Harris. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Emanuel Augustus has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Good block by Augustus. Emanuel Augustus able to land the counter punch. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. We come to the end of this round.
Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
That's it. Movement, offense, and movement. Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in this round.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? Good job staying away from the danger there. Very nice defensive guard there. He just missed that shot up top. Lands the counter. Blocks it away. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Nice block. Good counter by Augustus. Good block by Augustus. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Emanuel Augustus blocks that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Emanuel Augustus. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Emanuel Augustus. Blocks away that headshot. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Certainly don't stand in front of him. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vivian Harris. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good job staying away from the danger there. It's a good counter by Augustus. could be on the deck in moments. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are. He is down from that power punch. From a big shot, now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Holy cow! Denies his opponent and then goes right downstairs against him. Away from those headshots with his defense up top. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Good defense just covering up down low. Able to dismiss it. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice block. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Emanuel Augustus. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Good counter by Augustus. Emanuel Augustus is coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea? Do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place or whether or not some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. You want to see if those legs are stable, if they're firm.
Emanuel Augustus is proving to be elusive. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Vivian Harris is in bad shape. Emanuel Augustus is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Thinks we're going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Blocks that belt line well. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Let's work on that swell. Pace yourself, okay? No out punches. Pick your punches. You have to start throwing more in volume in there. Throw in volume.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Emanuel Augustus is slowing down. You can just see it, that this is a fighter that's lacking that certain zip to him.
Yeah, you start to wonder what kind of camp he had. Did he do all the things he needed to do? And more importantly than us wondering, he's wondering right now. And that self-doubt is hurting him even more.
Blocks that punch. Nice block. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Vivian Harris has got a good understanding of how to approach this. He was rocked earlier, but you can see he's not doing what got him into trouble.
Oh, that means he's smart. That means he's thinking there. Good for him. He has a chance of turning this around.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Emanuel Augustus. "60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Parries that punch intended for the head. Wow, is he defensively sound. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Emanuel Augustus. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Listen, I'm not standing here to watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. All right. All right.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Atlas misses his opponent's headshot. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Emanuel Augustus is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it. Wow! Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? Is over. Vivian Harris is going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, this is
Vivian Harris is your winner by knockout.
I feel like I just read a book. You know, I know a little bit more about this guy now.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.